What's up, people? It's me, Dido, and last two videos, all I did was complain about stuff, so I thought of having a change of pace, so a different tone a bit for a video by actually talking about the game's events. Yeah. Quick preface though, I know the game decently, but like not ultra deep, so if some of the stuff I say sound factually capped, factually incorrect, then my apologies. Alright, so the second phase of 4.2 banners are coming, and I'm just gonna give my thoughts on them, whether you should pull or not, and what you should know about the rerunning characters. You guys can follow or not with my opinions, it's up to you, but here goes. Main from Yai Sakura or Evanescia, the Japanese themed character who probably was supposed to be the main anniversary character and stuff until China and Japan got into political stuff, and Hoyo, being a Chinese company, had to change out all the Japanese stuff, which probably includes Yai Sakura, aka Evanescia. She's a pink-shaped unit, and some of you know how I feel about the pink color, but anyway, I'm getting slightly off topic. Evanescia, physical elation DPS. Surprisingly, she's very cheap to run in teams. Like, she isn't that strict in team building when you compare her to Super Wolf. Like, you can run low cost characters like Ting Yun, Huo, who's free, Elation MC, and of course Peacock Mother Yaguang is obviously the bestest in terms of Elation flag shipping right now. He still carries the entire Elation team comms at the time of this recording, but you don't need Yaguang for Evanescia as much as you do for Super Wolf, and this is because Evanescia just wants tons of energy, and that's it. And some certified banger to knock that foxy ass up. Basically, certified banger is this tiny little mask next to each character's icon in battle. If it's gray, it means you have no certified banger, and to put it simply, you lose out on a lot of damage. And she has traces that use certified banger to help with her DPS output, but I am not a guide channel, so I'm not gonna go too deep to her kit here. But yeah, Evanescia is very much an ultimate focused DPS. Her damage mostly comes from her ult, and her ult can overstack like Yunli's ult or Argenti's ult, so you know shit is serious with her ult. And like I've said, she's cheap to run, so even if you're not really into the elation bandwagon, you can still pull for her and be perfectly fine. And from what I've seen of her Lycone and E1, as always, they are both really good, I believe, but it's up to you on what you want. And next we have Tribby. So Tribby has been very universal and still is super universal. Almost too universal. So basically, if you want a generalist support that works anywhere, you could get Tribby. But recently I've seen some people critique that because Tribby is so universal and she doesn't focus on one niche. If you have really niche teams like Elation, well, a niche Elation support, new or old, would still outshine Tribby in this case. So, which is true, but she's just like a fast food option. She's the convenience store food menu. She might not be the best thing in particular, but she gets the job done, and you just can't help but keep coming back to her. So she's a good deal, and her E1 is still busted, one of the best Eidolons in the game. And next we have Sunday. Now his case for Sunday's case is genuinely kind of interesting to me, because he's a hyper carry buffer, and Sparkle is also a hyper carry buffer. Plus, Sparkle just got really strong buffs recently and was free. So my wingman Sunday might start to look a little jobless, but like Tribby, he still gets the job done very well. He's still the only support in the game who can advance summons and like get good amount of energy on top of that. Honestly, it's surprising Hoyo hasn't made another summon action advancer. I don't know why or how, but anyway, Sunday, very good play, super nice for our hyper carries. Ashvale, Anaxa, Finan, Aglaya. Well, yeah, Ung's an option. Who knows? What if my chicken wing boy gets a Nova Flare sometime in the future? Audible wink wink. And now we have moved on to the last character on the rerun banner. Madam Fei Xiao, wife of many people, husband of many people. Yeah, she's good. Maybe not as good as recent DPS's Audible Cough, Ashvale, Audible Cough, who outperforms her in hyper carry teams. Oops. I think Hoyo is rerunning Fei Xiao because the last patch we had Ashvale, so they expected some Fox lovers to pull for her to play with Ashvale as sub DPS for Fei Xiao, and you know, there's some merit to that. Fei Xiao and Ashvale both work pretty well in a team together, honestly, from what I've seen. And I just keep calling Ashvale a Motza Pro Max because Ashvale does very similar things to Motza, but 6-7 times better. Fei Xiao's still a solid DPS, but you need to put some work into her more than newer DPSs like Casterus or Nova Flare Firefly or Finan, or obviously Super Wolf, but she can still 100% clear high difficulty endgames. So if the hunt is calling for you, then you should get down on your knees, spread your limbs on all fours far and wide, and howl for Fox Mother Fei Xiao as loud as you can, and you will get her, guaranteed. And that's about my thoughts on the rerun banners. Personally, I'm not pulling for anyone because I expect Yao Guang, aka Tainan, to rerun very soon. Well, if I wasn't bored, maybe I would get Tribby's E1 and a Sunday. They both sound good. And the Fable Elation Sustain that I have in my dreams that can action advance aha instant, generate punchlines, give certified bangers is a prophecy that I have made into my headcanon, and I still dreadfully believe in it. So I would be on the lookout for that too. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Platonically. Bye bye.